If you spend $400 on a putter, you're going to hit more putts, right? Well, I wanted to find that out. So I put a test together where I put this $400 Scotty Cameron Special Select Newport 2 against a generic $50 Patriot Golf, pretty much a Newport style putter. Patriot Golf. Tried to look this up and I can't even find this anymore. I know this came out of like a women's set, has a tour grip on it. So I put these two head to head and did 100 putts to figure out which putter is the best. Before we get into that, what is up, guys? My name is Mark from Expert Dummies. This is my first golf video that I'm going to be jumping into. I love golf. I'm a 10 handicap, so I consider myself a mid-handicap golfer. Going to be bringing out some practice videos of how I'm fixing my swing. I'm currently coming a little over the top. I have to work a little more from the inside. So I'm going to have a couple videos on that. Guys, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you want to see. I have a bunch of putters. I have a lot of different clubs. I can do tests. I can do whatever you want. I'm going to have some course vlogs. I live on the Northeast, so as you're going to see, this test is on an indoor putting mat. I wanted to make this video for people just getting into golf like I was when I first got this Patriot putter. And to show you the difference between a $50 putter versus a $400 putter, and is it actually worth it for you and your game to upgrade to that $400 putter and spend more money on your equipment instead of, it's probably spending more money on lessons or even a putting lesson. If you're new to the channel, I'm Mark from Expert Dummies. This is my first golf video. I love golf. I'm a 10 handicap golfer, so I'm a mid-handicapper. And on YouTube, we always see the scratch golfers and that, which that's great for teaching you how to play. But sometimes I feel a little disconnect between my game and theirs, where they say, oh, just do this. And as a higher handicap golfer, I started this year as like a 19, brought it down to a 10. I can't always relate to how they swing because they've been doing it for so long, or they have those skills that maybe a high handicap to mid handicap golfer does not have yet. So I was hoping that maybe I could bring out some content that can connect better with the mid handicap crowd and can relate to what I have to do in my swing, and I can kind of explain it better in terms of what I did to fix a problem or what I did to practice and that sort of thing. So I thought that would be the whole point of this. If you are new here, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It costs nothing for you. It means a lot to me. It allows me to bring out more content to you guys. Leave a comment down below. Do you think the Scotty's going to win, or do you think the Patriot Golf putter is going to win? $400 versus $50. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. But let's jump right into the test. So for this test, I did 100 putts from 7 feet with each putter. My putting mat, it's a little left to right, fairly straight, but a little left to right. I obviously practice on it, so it doesn't have an advantage to a certain putter. I did this test. This is my first day owning the Scotty Cameron. So if anything, I think the Patriot Golf putter has a advantage because I used that before I got a spider and then I went back to a blade. But I used that first, so I had a lot more experience with that, with the Patriot Golf Newport model. It doesn't say Newport, but it's pretty much a Newport versus this Scotty that I literally bought yesterday. And I've hit maybe 5-10 putts with it. So this is the first kind of practice test that I did with this putter. So as you can see in the video, the putt is from 7 feet, a little left to right, slightly. If you aim left edge, it normally will go in perfectly fine. So jumping into the data, like I said, I hit 100 putts from 7 feet with both putters. I was actually surprised by the result. I honestly thought it was just going to be neck and neck, maybe a couple putts apart. But the Scotty Cameron hit 18 more putts than the Patriot Golf putter did. The Patriot Golf putter hit 38 putts. The Scotty Cameron hit 56 putts. I'm saying that the Scotty Cameron and the Patriot Golf putter hit the putt. Like, I didn't hit the putt, so it's not my fault they missed. The putter is the one. It's the putter's fault. But that's neither here nor there. I missed 34 right with both of them. So obviously that means my putting stroke, I have a little bit of a push. But this is the thing, and why I personally think the Scotty, for me, is a better putter. And it could be because the Scotty's a Newport too. The other one's a Newport, so it's a little different feel. But I missed 28 putts left with the Patriot Golf putter and 10 left with the Scotty Cameron. So that's an 18 putt difference. Where, obviously I'm showing that if I miss 34 with the Scotty and the Patriot Golf putter, both right, that there's some sort of push in my swing, and maybe the Patriot Golf putter, I was feeling a little desperate, and I felt like I needed to try to hole more putts, so I started trying to aim left, and maybe that's why I pulled left a little bit. That definitely could be an option, where the Scotty, I felt like I was kind of just laying them in the same way, so I just didn't change anything. That could be a reason for why there's 18 missed putts left more. There's 18 more missed putts left with the Patriot Golf putter and the Scotty. But at the same time, I'm going to go off of some feel things and what my personal opinion is on this, aside from the test results. But before we run into that, Patriot Golf putter hit 38% of the shots, meaning obviously 38 out of 100. I mean, over a third of the putts from 7 feet. If you're a beginner, that's probably pretty good for you, if I'm being 100% honest. I mean, a 7 foot to 10 foot putt's not a gimme by any means for a beginner, especially. It could be straight, but you don't have the not fundamentals. You don't have the muscle memory of that same putter stroke to hit it down the same line consistently. So it makes sense where, I mean, 1/3 would be a little bit more than a third is very good. But when you go to the Scotty Cameron and you go from a third to 56%, Scotty Cameron hit 56% of the putts. But I mean, I think the difference between the $400 putter and the $50 putter for a new golfer, I think has nothing to do with the precision, has nothing to do with how they're made. It has to do with confidence. When you have that $400 putter, you feel confident that this putter is going to do exactly what your body tells it to do. So you know you're going to get the same effect. Also, when you spend that much money on a putter, I mean, I know for me, like, that's a lot of money, so it makes you want to go practice. It makes you want to make the investment, make a wise investment, and make you get as much out of the investment as you can. Obviously, with the Scotty Cameron putter, you have that resellability aspect where if you buy, I mean, let's say an Odyssey triple track putter, which they're very good putters, but if you buy one and you try to sell it the next year, you're not going to be able to get anything near what you paid for it. If you paid $250 for it, you're going to get $100. Whereas a Scotty Cameron, you buy it for $400, you use the whole year, you could sell it for $300. And I mean, that is appealing to some people. I'm the type of person where I don't want to change putters a lot. I'm hoping that this is my putter for a long time. As long as I'm not seeing any struggling with putting, I mean, that's going to be my putter for a while. I had a Spider that I won that mallets are not good for me. I'm a very strong, not strong in the term of strength. I'm very strong with my putts. I like to hit putts too hard a lot. And I definitely noticed a difference with the Scotty Cameron where I can kind of lay it in a little easier. But that has to do with the being a blade and not having all that weight. Where the Patriot Golf putter is the same thing. Actually, the Patriot Golf putter, the weight's not distributed as well as the Scotty Cameron. I could say that. Let's run into a couple things that I felt in the test and things that I noticed a difference of. Is the Scotty Cameron a better putter? Better putter. In my opinion, yes. But for those reasons, I don't think those reasons don't impact putting as much as you would think, in my opinion. I mean, if you have this Patriot Golf putter and it feels good to you and it feels good in your hand and you like the weight, I mean, you might not like this. This might not feel right to you. It might feel off. And that's okay. That's why Scotty Cameron makes 10, 15 different designs, from a Del Mar, the Laguna, the Phantom series, the Phantom line. They have a bunch of different things, and that's because everybody's personal preference is different. You can buy this and perform perfectly fine. I think if I did this test on 2 separate days and just did 100 putts straight, what I did in this test, I did 25 putts like sequences. So I do 25 with one, 25 with the other, 25, 25, just to split it up so nobody had an advantage, in my opinion. But I think if I did this with one putter for 100 putts and then the next day one putter 100 putts, I think this would have been a lot closer. I think the Scotty Cameron is more forgiving on mishits, and I think that's really where this difference came, where a couple of them I felt like I didn't hit it as well. One, it felt better. 2, I kind of noticed that the ball would react a lot better. Where the Patriot Golf putter, if I mishit it, it would kind of feel clunky, and it would just start going offline. So that could be a weighting aspect. That could just be the way the milling is. It could be the material. It could be anything. But for a beginner golfer, do I think it is worth buying a $400 putter? No. Unless you have the money. If you have the money and you're gonna be going into golf and you don't care and you're gonna buy whatever you have to buy to have the best equipment, absolutely get a Scotty Cameron. Or get a Scotty Cameron of some sorts, or try the other big brands, the Bettinardi's, the Even Rolls, even the TaylorMade, the Spiders. Like, try that series, because I mean, there is going to be a difference in feel, and that feel could make you a better putter, absolutely. But if you're just starting off, if you find this Patriot Golf putter or even another putter that's $50, I mean, it's going to get the job done. As long as you practice with it, you're going to be seeing similar results, if not the same results as if you used this putter for a year and then picked up a Scotty Cameron and used it. I mean, the Scotty's going to feel better, but I don't think you're going to get the results. The results are going to be that much different, even though my test showed that I hold 18 putts more at the Scotty Cameron. I would say out of 100 putts, those 18, 7 or 8 of them were mishits that just didn't go as far offline, if I'm being honest. So that's basically what I have for my test. The Scotty Cameron wins in 1, I think it's a better putter. 2, it won in pure testing. 3, it feels better. 4, price is big. Price is big. That's just the one knock I have on the Scotty Camerons. It's $400. I mean, in terms of putting, in terms of putters, it's the high end, but it's not as ridiculous from other putters. I mean, I think a Spider's $300, $350. I mean, you're in that top line. Golf equipment's expensive, so I mean, I can't fault Scotty Cameron for making the putters $400. I mean, when you look at them and you feel, and you know why it costs that much. I mean, here's another thing I didn't even talk about. You get this with it. I mean, this is a solid head cover. It's not leather. You could see it's like I don't know how to explain it. If you can see, the camera probably can't pick it up, but this is actual stitched. It's kind of like a little like vinyl-ish type material, I would guess. I'm not sure exactly what to call it. Nice and plush inside. It has a Velcro here to keep your putter in there. Made in the USA. Big deal. I mean, obviously anything made in the USA is more expensive. So, I mean, think about it. I mean, I know these sell for a new head cover from Scotty Cameron that's leather, sells for like $76. This is probably a $50 head cover. If I wanted to sell it, somebody would buy it for $50. So that adds value right there. Now you have a $350 putter with a $50 head cover. I mean, do the math, guys. I mean, for a beginner golfer, I don't think it's worth it. But for a experienced golfer that really wants to bring their game to another level and have the best equipment they can, or even a beginner that wants to have the best equipment and has the money, I would go Scotty Cameron all day. Or I would go the more expensive route that you enjoy, that works for you. Go get fitted. Go look at putters. Even if you can't afford to go get fitted, or you don't want to go get fitted, go and just ask for them to open the rack, open the Scotty Cameron rack, try all the different putters, try everything they have, because you might like the $50 putter more. It's all subjective, guys. Golf is subjective. When you see things, yes, you will have numerical things like a driver. These 2 drivers perform this way for this one person. So everybody's different. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button. This is my first golf video. I'm going to be doing a lot more. I'm going to start doing some challenges. I know Chris on the channel, he golfs. Ray is not really a golfer, but I brought him to the range once. Couldn't hit the ball in the air, but I'd like to actually do something, a series of him where I tried to teach him how to begin golfing and learning how to golf. That would be kind of cool. Also have ideas to do like a scramble of Chris, Ray, and I, where we do alternate shot, where it's like I'm a 10 handicap. I consider myself a better than average golfer, I would say. I mean, if you can call it that. If not, I mean, I would say an average golfer is going to shoot like 90. I'm low 80s consistently. So I was looking to do maybe an alternate shot with Chris, who's like an 18 handicap, Ray, who's like probably a 30 plus handicap, and me with the 10, and see what we could shoot together, if my handicap can kind of carry everybody, or are we really going to struggle? I think that would be a cool thing to do. But guys, other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you don't leave without leaving a like and subscribe. Have a good one, guys.